Hey everybody, welcome back. I took some time to clean and organize my shop today, and I realized I haven't necessarily showed off all of my sanctuary to you guys. You've seen bits and pieces of it, but not a full shop tour, and it's halfway presentable right now, so I will take the time to show you everything before it gets completely cluttered up like it was at the start of today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Ethan Girty. I create handmade leather goods here in this shop. If you're interested in more about my background, my story, check out one of my early on videos. It'll give you a complete rundown of me. That's not why you're here right now. You're here to see a shop tour, so let's jump on into that. Before we get too involved, this shop is actually at my house. It's connected to my house. That door right there will go into my house. Technically, we're standing in the garage. Out that door is what's left of the garage. The previous homeowner actually had this shop as a hair salon, so when we moved in, it was the perfect setup for me to start a leather shop. I had been doing leather work for about a year, and I was like, man, this is perfect, because I had been used to working at kitchen tables and in garages on workbenches. So having a complete full shop like this that I could set up and do whatever I want with was pretty exciting, and I'm extremely blessed and extremely thankful for this. I'm sure some of you guys will be disappointed to see this shop, but others of you will really appreciate it like I do. So it's very bare, it's very small. Some of you guys probably thought I had a lot more. I don't really have much. I do have the necessities, and I do have what I need to get by. I could do better at decorating. There's nothing too crazy. If you guys have any ideas on how to decorate, or I'm sure some of you guys are more ergonomically whatever than I am. If you have any ideas on how to improve my setup, improve my decorations, whatever, let me know in the comments. There's no rhyme or reason to this madness. All of the chips are just where they fell. So this is just how everything ended up. I work with it. It works for me, and that's just how it is. But if you do have any better ideas, let me know. Now let's talk about each station in depth. So as you walk into my leather shop, well, you might see this first, but this is where I spend a lot of my time, and this is my tooling desk. I actually traded a belt for this desk to a buddy of mine when I first got into leather work, and I still have it and I still use it. It's probably not perfect or ideal, but I make it work. This is my granite stone for when I'm tooling out projects, and I'll show you a project that I'm working on here in a minute if you don't know what I do, to give you a better idea about that. And there's some of my stamping tools and pencils, maul, calendar, all of that good stuff. And then I don't keep a lot of stuff on hand, but oh sorry, here's some hardware that I have in this drawer. Open this up, I got pencils and other stuff like that, and then down there's important stuff. And then as we move along down here, I have this entire little bench area with these little bit of cabinet space up top and down below. There's not a lot in there, but if you open this one up, I've got some boxes with shipping supplies, my paints, stickers, business cards, just little stuff like that. And then these are all of the hand tools that I have. Again, nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy, just the basics that I need to get by. And no, they're not always perfectly laid out like that. They're usually all piled up, and it takes me about 30 minutes to find one. I'm sure some of you can relate to that. But as we move along down here, this other one right here, I have all of my dies. Those are actually pretty good organized right now. And then I like to keep a lot of the projects that I make YouTube videos on. Some of those are stashed away in there, more boxes. Again, just some of the odds and ends stuff that I keep here in the shop. And then all of that stuff right there. Got a little nail that's hanging on, whatever. And then here's a little scrap box. If you've watched my video on how I buy leather and the reason why, you know that I don't generate a lot of scrap. This is like literally all of the scrap that I produced this year. Not a lot. And so that's right there. I dig in that when I need to, but it's pretty minimal, honestly. And that helps a lot. It keeps a lot of the clutter out of the floor and just piling up. So again, if you haven't seen that video, I will link that in the description. Go check that out. And then as we look towards the center of the room, we have this, it's literally just a lifetime folding table. And that is my main cut table, my main work table. I lay my hides out on that. I cut on it. You can see I don't protect it very well. I keep telling myself and everybody else that I'm going to build a big workbench, a taller one. That's more ideal, but this gets by, honestly. If you're interested in something that just will get by and get the job done, I love this. It works perfect. I do want something a little bit better, but this is fine for now. But this is my main table. Now we're moving on to my baby. This is the only piece of machinery that I have in my shop. Everything else I do is just by hand. I would like to invest in some more machines, but it's just really not feasible right now. There's not much room in here, just whatever. This is my Cobra Class 26. I know you've seen this in a lot of my videos. I've talked to a lot of you about it. It's my baby. Again, it's the only machine that I use, and it gets by. This is what I would consider a medium. I'm pretty sure it's medium. I would consider it medium to lightweight sewing machine because I do sew wallet interiors and things like that on it. It's extremely versatile. It's extremely strong. The only issue that I have had with this is the throat size, and it's not necessarily an issue. It's just on some like bigger portfolios, Bible covers, stuff like that. This can kind of limit you. So that's the only thing to be aware of. Other than that, it's a great machine. For most of you out there doing small to medium type work like I do, then I would highly recommend this machine. And I'm sure you can see my little stash over there. That's where I keep most of my leather. Not all of it is out there right now, but I have just this little rack with various hides and types of material and stuff that I just lay out here. I do have a little bit of veg tan out there, but a lot of my veg tan I try to keep rolled up or put up out of the sun, because even just these little windows and the light coming in that door over there, believe it or not, if veg tan is just sitting in sun for a long time and exposed to a lot of light, it will naturally start to darken up. And if you have half of a hide laying over half of a hide for a month and you go to move it and it's been in direct sunlight, you'll see a tan line on there. So that's just something to be aware of. So I don't have all of my natural veg laying out right here, but this is a lot of other stuff. I don't keep a lot of different types of leather on hand, but I do have some oil tan and some thinner, just random stuff that I get a wild hair and start making something that I don't normally make when I get the time. But moving on. Now we're going to walk over to my dirty table. Fun fact, that European mount right there is my first deer. But look at all these Springfield leather boxes just laying out. Anyways, this is my dirty table. It's where I do a lot of my dye work, antiquing, oiling, stuff like that, because all of that stuff can get dirty. And here, like I said earlier, this is a project that I'm in the process of working on. It is a belt that completely drawn out with pencil directly on the leather, free hand design, one of a kind, hand tooled, all that good stuff. This is the type of work that I produce. This is just a box sitting on a box. Again, this could definitely be a better setup. This is just kind of how I let it happen, and this is what I use. I'll probably change it one day, but probably not. And then we turn this way, and this is just, you know, typical shop stuff, shop towels. That's a Dremel. I guess you could consider that a power tool more than a machine, but I do use a Dremel on my edges. I do have a full-length video that goes very in-depth on how I finish my edges. If you're interested in that, check that out. But that's that. Again, just boxes, vacuum, mop stuff. This is all of my bull riding equipment. Again, if you go out that door, that is what's left of the garage. It's not much. I got some kayaks, my lawnmower, and then a bunch of boxes out there. But yeah, this is my shop. That's about all there is to it. It's nothing too crazy, nothing fancy, but this is where all the magic happens. Any of my videos that I make, all of my products that I create with my hands, they come out of this shop. So that's pretty cool if you ask me. Again, like I said earlier, I'm very blessed. I love this shop. It's not over the top, it's not huge, it's nothing fancy, but it's all I need. And I have a lot of fun in here. I have a lot of fun making these videos too. This is another vlog style type video. I'm not really used to doing this, so I do apologize if it's awkward, random, just off the wall, but it's kind of fun. So if you like seeing this type of videos, let me know. And also check out one of these two videos if you want to see more content, and if you enjoy this content, consider subscribing to the channel. But till next time, we'll see you.